Hey, friends, Michael Kingswood here, and it is time for the deep dive. We haven't done any of these deep dives in a long time because I have been a slacker. Well, not a total slacker. Just it's funny how things work out. The was going on a groove with these and a few other things, and then summer came and got hit by a number of uh, not completely unexpected, but still upsetting events and some financial things. So I just pretty much had to hunker down and focus on what was absolutely certain to make money right now, which unfortunately at the moment hadn't been the streaming of the writing thing. And consequently, eh, and also I'm kind of going to blame the dog a little bit. I know that's stupid to sound like, but I I had a schedule going. No, it's not the dog's fault. I had a schedule going though that sort of but I'm still in flux with how to figure out how to do some of the things I used to do with the awesomest dog in the planet. Um, just because you go and you leave and you work out forever, and oh wait, dog's not there. And for a long time, I was bringing the doggo with me to go driving and make money, which worked out great until she became big. Now leave her home and I go off to make money without her, and it's like okay, gotta make sure I get back and don't leave her alone too long. Um, and then just general so that's altered my calculus quite a lot. When the kids are around, it's actually easier because the kids can watch it for me, which is kind of funny since in some ways kids are more more work, but in other ways they help you out, especially once they get bigger. And getting bigger they are, which is always a good thing. But that's a long way of saying I've been in the schedule weirdness and trying to figure out how to get everything going. And I had to hunker down and focus on making money right now. So consequently, some of these things that are longer time scale things, like this streaming thing in particular, uh, sort of went by the wayside. I have kept up the normal story time videos, as you guys know. Obviously, we've gotten a lot more subs to that, so that's going well. But the stream thing has been fallen away, as has been consistent writing. Didn't uh, in terms of getting new product out there. I've been slipping on that as well. So this is my stream to reinitiate my schedule and reinitiate my writing, reinitiate this, and basically kick myself in the pants, for like a better word, uh, in order to get back to focusing in the direction that I want to be focusing on, and that is yes, got to make money with the driving stuff that I do and all that. But the real big, the, the big focus and desire is to have writing and this as an extension from writing be the uh, breadwinner, which currently isn't. So we are um, now that I'm through the grommet, I'm readjusting my schedule and going to get to hopefully, well, not hopefully about it, to force myself to focus more. So starting that tonight with this new stream. And so what it's going to work is I signed up with my writing mentor to do the Great Challenge again, and I meant to start a couple months ago, but again, the focus shifted. Um, so I hadn't started that. So I'm going to start that doing at least a story a week, and we'll get that started this week. It's still Wednesday, plenty of time to get to them by Sunday. And I'm pondering if I want to try to up that. I know I can do a story a week for a year because I've already done it. Maybe I'm pondering if I'm going to go to two a week. My hesitation with that is because I also want to get novels written in addition to short stories, but I'm thinking about that. I haven't decided for certain yet. We'll come back to that in a uh, future stream. But in conjunction with that, getting back to doing this. Previously, have been doing this every day except for Sunday, and Saturday, because Saturday was the normal story time thing. I think I'm going to get rid of my Sunday restriction, just because I want to be able to report to not just to Dean, but also to you guys the fact that I have or have not succeeded in the weekly writing goal. Um, give myself some accountability, since that is something that I need. If I have accountability, and if I have deadlines, I crush it. If I don't, I suck. That's just how it works. That's one of the reasons why I liked the Kickstarter campaigns, and I've done novel pre-orders through Amazon and stuff before too. So you have to get the manuscript in at a certain time. You have to get the stuff to the backers at the time you said you would. That helps me. So we're gonna do some more of that too. So we're gonna do one story a week from now, starting this week, and I'll let you know by next week if I'm gonna do two or not. So, and the other plan is to, barring circumstances where it's not, you know, possible, uh, get back to the daily stream thing. Now, it's not going to be the same time every day, because my commitments as dad and other things preclude that. Like today, 5 o'clock works well. Tomorrow, 5 o'clock wouldn't work well because of daughter's ballet schedule. Then next weekend, the 11th and through 13th of November, I can't do this stream at all because I will be off camping with my boys. And they're more important than you, as well they should be. Um, yeah, so I can't promise the same time every day. I will send out notifications as to what time each day is going to go down, but I think I want to get this going on a daily basis, even on Sunday, especially Sunday. Sunday will probably be later. Like, I have to get the story into Dean by midnight Pacific, so it'll be maybe right at midnight Pacific, one way or the other. Once I've got the goal for the week met, give a report. Or if I miss the goal, give the report too, and it'll be what it'll be. So that's the plan, which is nothing to do with the topic. This was just housekeeping. The topic I put down for the title here was fighting at the dog park, and that's because my doggo, my good girl Freya, is she has just turned 1, and she's a good girl even when she's bad. Um, and she actually just came out of heat a little bit ago. So I've kept her away from the dog park for a few weeks, just because of well, I mean, obvious reasons, right? It's not fixed, uh, but because primarily I'm pretty sure I want to breed her, but she's not fixed, and so yeah, I mean, and look at the girl, she's a beautiful girl. Can't let the boy dogs around her when she's not fixed. So I kept her away from the dog park. But last week, we started bringing her to the dog park again, and I've still been a little leery about the boy dogs there, obviously. Went to the park and lunchtime one of the days last week, and this one littler dog, I don't know the breed, I don't know dog breeds, it's being all frisky, and here starts humping another boy dog, and I was like, what the heck's going on with you? And I pulled the dog off. And a few minutes later, this same dog is trying to get on Freya, and she's just come off a heat. And it's like, okay, I'm pulling you off of her. And I didn't grab him right. Actually, he had a shirt kind of thing on that was velcroed in place, and I grabbed it, and the velcro came undone. He pulled away, and the dog stumbled away. And all of a sudden, this guy starts screaming at me, "What are you pulling my dog for? You stupid MFer!" And you broke his thing. I'm like, well, sorry, man. He calls me stupid again. I'm like, my dad said, I'm sorry. So how would you like it if I pushed your dog? I'm like, dude, she's tough. So he goes and he pushes Freya. And Freya kind of stumbles and looks back at him like, what are you doing, dude? And then he fixes his Velcro thing on his dog and grumping around. And I'm like, what's wrong with you, dude? So, but I probably did. I did pulled the dog away, probably a little too hard. So I went and up to him and said, "Hey, man, again, I'm sorry." He says something back at me, and I was like, "Well, hey, look, seriously, sorry. Went a little harder than I wanted to." And he's like, I'll go hard on you." I'm like, "Dude, come on, man. This guy's taller than me and looks like he's stronger than me, and so probably could um, be a bad time about it if we threw down. But a fight at the dog park over something stupid." So I'm like, "Oh, okay," and I just walked away, go over to the other side of the park and play fetch for till it's time to go. But I was like, "What? What is with people? What? I can't help but wonder if this dude's drunk. What the heck? I mean, what's the freaking point of that?" So yeah, fighting at the dog park. It's weird, but it happened. I mean, we didn't actually fight, but the dude was like he was spooling to, and it's just dumb. But yeah, that's the latest thing, the story to tell that I have. Um, so going forward, we're going to tell little anecdotes every day, writing anecdotes, whatever. And I think I might just go through this. Election is next Tuesday, and this is the explanation of what's going on with some of these ballot propositions and stuff. And some of these are kind of silly. And if you're driving around San Diego for the last couple months, you get signs saying yes on this, no on this, yes on this, no on this. Same as everybody else, I'm sure, everywhere else. And it's just might be amusing to go through these things. If I can't come up with anything else each day, maybe we'll do that. In the meantime, it's good to be back doing this. Hope to see you guys around as we do this on a more regular basis now. Don't forget, come back to on Saturdays for story time. We're still going through Stories from the Great Challenge. In fact, we're a little overdue on story number 31, Wolves on Cornell Street, which is supposed to get published already, but I haven't. So this week will be, man, I've already got that one all recorded for the most part. I don't know if I'm going to do a midweek. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do a midweek, put that out this evening, and then we'll do the next one on Saturday. This next one, story number 32, is called Terra Infirma. It is a science fiction story about some colonists on a planet, and we'll go from there. So I got a bunch of recording to do between now and then, and that's fine. And meantime, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm thinking tomorrow, so it's going to be a little later, probably 7-ish Pacific, but I will put notifications out as it gets closer, so nobody's surprised. Anyway, that's all I've got. I think it's done enough for one day, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thanks for bearing with me, and I will talk to everybody as tomorrow. Hasta la vista.